Прийшли окупанти до нас в Україну, форма новенька, воєнні машини, та трохи поплавився їх інвентар. Байрактар. Байрактар. Російські танкісти сховались в кущі, щоб лаптям посорбати довбані щі, та трохи в ущах перегрівся навар. Байрактар. Байрактар. Зі сходу припхались до нас барани, для вас становлення великої страни, найкращий пастух баранячих отар. Байрактар. Байрактар. Їх доводи всяке озброєння, різне, ракети, потужні машини залізні, у нас на всі доводи є коментар. Байрактар. Байрактар. Вони захопити хотіли нас зразу, і ми зачаїли на орків образу, з бандитів російських робить примар. Байрактар. Байрактар. Російська поліція справи заводить, на вбивцю рашистів ніяк не знаходить, хто ж винен, що в нашому полі глухар. Байрактар. Байрактар. Веде пропаганду кремлівський урод, слова пропаганди ковтає народ, тепер нове слово знає їх цар. За нашу свободу і покажу.
Look at that timing. What's going on, everybody? Ooh, I got some stuff in front of me that a little far away from my mic. Sorry, folks. Yeah, look at that. Look at that stoppage. Hey, thank you all for being here. Yeah, if you're showing up now, it's been going for a little bit, and I have to put something in the description to be like, yo, it starts here. Because it went for a little bit. Dita, I don't know if the latency issues are on your end or my end, because I know at least I'm watching. I know Mango's here, and I know you're listening. You said you are, but I have 0 viewers here, and I have 1 viewer on YouTube. So there might be some little issue. I don't know what's going on. Usually, there's not that big of a discrepancy. Like, it's not usually just 0 the whole time when I know at least I'm watching. So it might be something's going on. The weather around here hasn't been too great. It's been raining like crazy. What do you call it? It's supposed to get really cold and snow and shit this weekend, so it's not going to be very fun. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't affect the internet, and we can keep doing this. And hopefully I can do this again soon. I'm hoping maybe Tuesday is the next day I'll be able to do it, but that's an if. We'll have to see. StreamYard has been showing 0 viewers for a lot of streamers. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's happened to me before, so I'm not terribly worried about it, but it's just sort of like it usually happens when the internet's a little wonky, or, you know, something's been updated. That's what I'm thinking. So I don't have like any bad feeling about it. I'm not terribly worried that, you know, nobody's here if you guys are fucking or whatever. I don't know where it's going. Or if you guys are watching after the fact or whatever, not. Yeah. Long story short, let's get into it. Real quick, what do we got? So tomorrow I'm gonna be going live with Nova Ray. I gotta send out her like the invites and everything like that for her. She and I are gonna be talking about Thomas Sowell, and income inequality, and I got a couple other things that we're gonna look at and laugh at and just have some fun. So tune into that. It's gonna be over on the Security Monitor Lizard channel, the main channel. Check it out. Mango, I'm sure we'll be dropping that link here in just a second. Not for the live stream yet, but for the channel. If you're not over there, I probably should make a live stream, guys. But I'll do that later on tonight, and you'll have one for tomorrow. But yeah, I'm still waking up. I'm tired. I had a bunch of food earlier, but it was like junk food. So now I'm about to be really hungry because I need more food. I need really good food. Anyway, so tomorrow, that's what's going on with me and Nova Ray. I'll be putting out notices for everyone tomorrow morning, etc. Main channel, yes, please check out the main channel. My name is Bastard Son. I gotta change that. I got an idea on what to do with it. Mango, I'm gonna text that to you while we when we get to, at some point. I don't know. I'll tell you about it. It's a really good idea. So, as far as this weekend, I don't know about Saturday. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing Saturday. I want to do stream nostalgia, so I don't know how I'm going to plan that. I might do something like combine brunch and stream nostalgia, and just have everybody over for dinner. You know, that might be a good idea. I'll food for Lizard, yes. Please give me more food. I'm a hungry boy. I'm a growing boy. But yeah, I'm thinking, you need to get broth so you can make that currywurst. Yeah, I need to make that currywurst. That sounds so good. I really need to find some like good brats for currywurst. There's a butcher near my work. You know what? Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Mango. I'll go to that butcher and see if they can get me some good brats for currywurst. Because that sounds super good. But then I might just have everybody over for dinner, and we'll all bring a meal and have a drink and chill out, and then Sunday we can all go about, do our own thing. I know Miss Parker's trying to get people in for Sunday school so that we can all meet there and she can get her ministry off the ground. So we might be doing that. Just stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a little bit more. I was exhausted today. I stayed up way too late last night and then did a little too much last night. So yeah, I didn't really get a whole lot done this afternoon. I had to just lay down and go to sleep, and plus I had to work late. So yeah, that's basically what's going to be going on. I'll do more announcements later tomorrow on the main channel and everything like that. So please do check that out. Hell yeah, do the thing. Make sure you have plenty of potatoes to make for the gravy. What's the best potatoes to use? Hang on. There we go. It's actually kind of hot in here right now. It's gonna get cold this weekend. What are the best potatoes to use? I'll get some more potatoes because mine are getting some eyes, and I might have to I might mash them up. They're still good. I got one sitting out that I might air fry later. I'll probably air fry later. It's a big one, so we'll do that. FMLA action in the lower 48. What? FMLA? I'm hella grateful that I no longer have to complete payroll and explain to CEOs that I won't and can't terminate employees on maternity/paternity leave. Holy shit. Yeah, that would be why. The fact that that's legal is just it's morally wrong, one, and it's just such a dick move. I don't understand why people would understand or why people would try to terminate you if you're literally just Family Medical Leave Act. Okay. Yeah, I've heard FMLA, but I didn't know what you were referencing. FMLA action in the lower 40. Okay. Family leave, medical leave act. Yeah, that would it doesn't make any sense to fire people for having a child because it's the natural progression of life. Like that's what people do. People have kids. So if they're on paternity leave, like they better be a real shit employee for you to fucking do that. But if they're just like legally able to just, oh yeah, fuck you, it's it's absolutely like that's just shitty. I mean, it's just one more fuck you to anybody that's not a CEO, basically. Um, Income inequality still exists in North America, yes, but not according to Thomas Sowell. But we'll talk about that tomorrow, and we'll go over his video of the myth of income inequality. All right, it's super dry in here, and my mouth is super dry. So real quick, I'm gonna say what's up to the chat, and then we will get on with all the stuff. I'm gonna put on some music in the background. It's more for me, less for you guys. So let's get that playing. Kind of weirded out with this lady staring at us. Whoa, what is that lizard? What do we got? So real quick. Oop. Most companies provide better paternity leave, oftentimes paid than maternity leave. I did not know that. I don't exactly know how the military operates it, but you do get paternity leave and you do get maternity leave, obviously, because they have to take care of their investment. You know what I'm saying? So it well, I'm glad to help. Most companies provide, that just doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense, because the woman's the one that gets pregnant. Like, she's the one that has to do, the majority of the work. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that by, like, she has to fucking carry the damn child. Mango knows she has a child, so she's been there. But all right, so let's go on. Let's keep on keeping on with this, because I don't want to belabor this. I don't want to go on too long with all of this with this stream. I gotta get to bed because I'm tired. I gotta get some food, like real food. Potato. I got chicken. That's what I have. Chicken Alfredo. Real food. Folks, we got a folks in the chat. What's going on with us, son? Sorry, like we crossed streams yesterday. That kind of sucks. It happens. It's unfortunate, but hopefully you can make it to like Streamstalgia or dinner or whatever we're doing. Shit, I know you're working. Either that or I got more things planned for shit in like the Discord too. So I was I don't know if I said that. Did I say that earlier? I was gonna I don't know, stream on the Discord. I might stream in Discord from the woods. I don't know if I said that earlier. But we'll see. That's I'll present more of that tomorrow. Don't cross the streams, lol. Grain info and sleep for the lizard. Yes, I did my research on this one. Not really. I watched Funker 530 and then fucking stole all his information, and I'm gonna give my own take on it. But that all being said, hopefully you can join in at some point, and I like it's nice having you there, and I'll come on. Like, I hate having to fucking work all day and then not being able to go on anybody's stream afterwards because I'm just like burnt the fuck out. But hopefully maybe that'll change. Maybe I'll have a day or two here or there where I can just sort of not have to like go in, or I can come in, or I can go for like a half day or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the workload says. Alrighty. So what's been going on now? some of y'all might have heard that Russia has been losing like generals left and right. So they've lost a lot of commanders, high level commanders, like the top 15th top commander in Ukraine has been killed. And basically what they're doing is a lot of these commanders are so close to the front lines because they don't have NCOs. And yeah, I'm taking a lot of this from Funker 530. So they don't have NCOs. And basically what an NCO does is an NCO is a boots on the ground commander, basically. So I would be in charge of like a squad, a team, more likely a team than a squad. But let's call it a team. So I would be the team leader as the NCO, the sergeant, and then I would have 2 other soldiers that I would command and I would give directions to in order for us to work efficiently and cover 360 degrees, a 360 degree sphere of our surroundings, and go in and be able to complete missions with boots on the ground efficiently. And that goes all the way down to that 3-man or 3-soldier unit. The Russians apparently don't have anything really like that. They rely really heavily on officers. So officers in the U.S. military they're separate. So commissioned officers and non-commissioned officers, like sergeants, like myself, it's in this situation is what I'm trying to say. Officers would come up with a overall like battle plan, like, hey, you're going to go in and assault this building, and there's we know of at least 10 guys that are in that building, and it has 5 rooms that are set up like this, and you're going to kind of look at it. So then the NCO goes to the soldiers and he formulates a rock drill. Basically, he just gets some rocks and he goes, here's how we're going to attack this place. We're going to go in this entryway here. I don't know. I'm not even going to do that. That's a waste of time. We're going to go in this entryway and, go around and go room to room and kill these guys and sweep the building. Okay. And what the NCO does is he commands those guys that go in and just go room to room. And it's just sort of like, it's like a top down. So the officer formulates the plan and the NCO implements the plan, if I got that correct. So they don't have NCOs. They're all officers. Yeah, as far as I know, all officers equals too many cooks in the kitchen. Yeah, and that's created problems because, like we were talking about, the supply lines being stretched thin. What happens is if you have a lot of officers, and officers go from lieutenant all the way to general, and general is like 4-star general. So you have brigadier general, which is 1-star. Major general, 2-star, lieutenant general, and then general. And 5-star general will be general of the army, which we in the United States, and this is the United States army ranks. We in the United States haven't seen that since World War II, I think. So it's been quite a while. I'm gonna switch this off because now as soon as I put that on, I got something in my fucking eye. That was fun. Yeah, NCOs execute the plans. Yeah. 5 stars are only during World War II. Yeah. So it's been a very, very long time. So thank you all to being here. I think the thing's catching up there. It says 3, so that's good for me. I know this is the backup channel, and this is where we're going to be doing all the war stuff, so keep that one in mind. I just wanted to say what's going on with the chat. Sorry, I got distracted. I was looking at the links and stuff. Wake up, lizard. No. Lizard is the 5-star around here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like barely awake right now. I'm like, I should just go back to bed. But anyway, World War One, World War Two. Yes, had 5-star generals. I think it was Eisenhower. I think was Eisenhower the last 5-star general. I have to look it up. Somebody confirm that for me. Thin mint coffee for Lizard ASAP. Yeah, somebody wants to get me thin mint coffee. That'd be fucking sweet. Drink the bean water to wake up. Yeah, I would, but it's so late. You know, I don't normally start this late. I was trying to fuck with the get the internet working properly before this, so I started even later than I wanted to. Ugh, and I'm hungry. Ugh. Anyway, so they're like top-down approach from the officers being on the ground has being the boots on the ground commanders has led to a lot of those officers getting killed. And when you have to put a lot more officers, you get a lot more high-ranking officers, and that's why we have like 15 top commanders. Like 5 or 8 generals have been killed, which is staggering. These are generals. These are people who have like multiple decade careers in the military as officers and, you know, battlefield commanders and things like that. These are people with a lot of experience and knowledge that are just getting, you know, blown up or shot or whatever it might be. So it's actually like this is extremely impressive that the Ukrainians are putting up such a fight and they're able to just absolutely annihilate the Russians. So while that's been happening, what we've got, they've been eliminating generals, and that's one part of what's been stagnating the Russian army as well. But they've also run into a lot of things. Like I said, the supply lines. We got the supply lines falling down. We've got the generals being wiped out. We've got thousands of Russian troops that are being killed. Hey, what's going on, Spear Flame? What's going on? So, I'm sorry, Wilson. Can someone please turn down Monitor's teeth? I'll try. I'll do my best. Omar Bradley was the last 5-star general. Okay. That all right. What conflict was that? Korea. Sorry, I'm not the one. I don't keep up on this shit, so like just because I was a soldier doesn't mean I'm like the most well versed in military history or anything like that. But I would have been a little bit more at one point. But guy Smiley. So, all right, I'll do with that. Here, I'll go with that. Guy Smiley. All right, Guy Smiley bringing you the skinny on the war in Ukraine. All right, folks. So anyway, like we were talking about, the supply line's been stretched thin, and they're kind of at a stalemate. But there's also a lot of resistance. We got shitloads of resistance, partially causing that stalemate, and the Russians have failed to encircle Kiev. And have we're gonna get to this map in just a little bit, but this little bit is really, really important. The Ukrainians are launching counteroffensives. That's claimed Ukrainian counteroffensives, and they have a lot of support from places over here on the farther regions that are trying to encircle Kiev and the outer regions of eastern Ukraine. Yeah. Sorry, I had to put my map up, which I could just look in the fucking corner. Anyway, so these counteroffensives are. It means that the Russian military is running into a lot of problems. That it's a huge indicator that the support that the Ukrainians are getting from the West, mixed in with the deterioration of supply lines and the lack of support from Russian people, as well as the protests and the lack of morale over here in the West and across Ukraine among the Russian troops. And the lack of morale is extremely important, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Well, I can kind of get to it now because it ties in a little bit with the generals, because hearing about generals getting killed just left and right, it will deteriorate your morale, especially when you're cold and tired and hungry. You've seen a bunch of your friends die in this horrible war that you're like probably not even really thinking you're supposed to be in, and you're probably just like, fuck this, like, why are we here, why are we still fighting, like, do we have a goal, can we get out? That'll stagnate your troops. Your troops want to be, happy and fucking happy killing people, basically. And that means, making sure that they're well fed. An army marches on its fucking stomach, and if your supply lines are deteriorating, then, well, you're not going to get the supplies you need. Meanwhile, in Kiev, we got the president out there with troops, eating with them, making sure that he's presenting himself to the entire world, asking for aid, requesting anything that he can get to help the people of Ukraine against this invasion. And I want to. That's something we'll touch on in the future, and why it's important that everybody's listening to him. I kind of did a little bit in the past, but why everybody's listening to him, and why so many people were silent in the past. And it's a lot of double standards. But 1 second. Everyone wants Crimea. Yeah. Honestly, this war kind of started when Russia annexed Crimea. That's what I would have said. But that's me kind of talking out of my ass. So you can ask the people of Ukraine. Every time I see a film with 5-star generals, it's typically, in my opinion, historically inaccurate if it takes place after World War II. Yeah, I agree. Unless it takes place in the future. Boom. No, but yeah, I see that, but like I also see a lot of bad uniforms. I really hate when they really fuck up uniforms. It's easier to do World War II, like older era uniforms, but modern uniforms, like when they fuck them up, it's just really bad. It's just so bad. I'm sorry, I can't even think about it. Putin wasn't taking notes during those 10 years when the Soviets were in Afghanistan. Yep. Putin wants his Odessa back. Yeah. Putin wants the Soviet Union back. He really, really wants the Soviet Union to come back. Omar Bradley got his fifth star in 1950 and was promoted by the president. He did fight in World War II, but he wasn't promoted 5-star until later. Okay, so he was promoted during the Korean conflict. Okay. Along there, because I think Korea was like 1952, 1950 or 1952 or something like that. So he was right before then. Probably stir up morale and be like, yeah, we got a 5-star general. We're gonna fight communism. Now we're all tired of fighting. Anyway, Eastern Europeans and the Soviets would vacation in Odessa during Soviet years. Oh, I didn't know that. Sounds like a lovely place. It's a lovely place. All right. So these counteroffensives are a big sign that the Russians are floundering and the Ukrainians are they have their shit together and they're pushing back. They're not gonna back down. I think this is one a little bit more. It looks like a counteroffensive, and it looks like in Kharkiv. They're just trying to like break this line. I'm not 100% sure what's going on up here. If you guys are looking at the Kajigger up here in the up by Kharkiv, it's 4. Okay, never mind. So we'll see if that. I don't know if that's resistance or if it's counteroffensive, and they're just trying to break that. Break the crescent in two, which would be a significant advantage, because then you have to, well, the Russians would have to reconnect that in some way and get supplies, to and from. But doing it over Ukraine would be a hassle, because then they have to take shitloads of territory. But doing it back over Russia wouldn't hinder them as much, but it would still cost them dearly in resources. So these counteroffensives boost the morale too, and lower of the Ukrainians, and lower the morale of the Russians. And on top of that, real quick, if we go to our UI map. He was the first chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff at the time. Really? Yeah. A lot of the things we all hear about Department of Homeland Security, Joint Chiefs of Staff, like even like the Air Force as a branch. A lot of these things are really new. Like, they're actually pretty fucking new. They're not even 100 years old. These aren't, there's a lot of things. Like, I think the Department of Homeland Security was created by Bush, but it seems like it's been around for fucking ever. It's weird. Alrighty. So if we go to our interactive map, we can kind of see what we're looking at. Now, last time we were checking out this area around Ichnia, and we had excuse me. Sorry about that. Let's see. Let's key. Icons. Jeez. Territory is captured by Russian forces. Okay, yeah, I know that. What about what is this region? That's what I'm trying to think. All right. Sorry, I was just trying to find out why this is like striped right here and not just red. I don't know if it's like an impact zone or something like that. So we'll see. We'll figure that out. Anyway, news live. All right. So last time we were talking about them surrounding Ichnia down here, and they seemingly have failed still to do so, and they haven't taken this airport. They haven't connected their their lines, and this is just controlled territory. Now, again, there's not just troops all over the fucking place, all over here, just swarming in. This is a controlled territory, so you could have artillery tanks and things like that. Russia is probably running low on some fucking tanks right now. Ukraine has a shitload of armor just sitting all around their country right now. That's waiting to get melted down and reused. Ow. Well then, that's not that. Get out of my eye, please. That hurt really fucking bad. All right, want to check out this map on your own? On your own time. Click the map. Click the link. Live UA map. Yes, please. Please do. We're not gonna spend a whole lot of time on this, but there not a whole lot has happened, and these little rifle dots here that are on the screen, these are those counteroffensives that we were talking about before. Says Ukrainian military improved positions in Kharkiv and European Russian army making aerial strikes in the region. So they're like solidifying themselves, and it looks like they're trying to like pinch off this group of Russians down here. I don't know. We'll see how that kind of plays out. Reports of Ukrainian military entering the Hostomel town in Kiev region. Yeah, so they're launching counteroffensives that are pushing back the Russians. That's kind of what we're seeing here. So this is live pictures of what we were talking about with them actually setting up their defenses in order to, kind of like, in case the Russians come, they can fucking knock them back. But they can also launch counteroffensives from here and move these positions forward. That's kind of what I'm getting at. I don't know if we could zoom in on that. That's good. These guys are chilling here, ready to go. This guy's got fucking drum after drum of ammo ready to go. They're a little far away from him. I would say move those a little closer to you, bud. But hey, I'm not the one fighting in a fucking war. Doing what he's doing. I think they just ran over there. Who knows? I wasn't there. Anyway. All right. So the Russians have stagnated one hell of a bit. And down here in Mariupol, like, this region is still quite the holdout, and there's not a whole lot left. The Russians have fucking bombarded the ever-living shit out of Mariupol. Mariupol. There you go, Mariupol. They've bombarded the ever-living shit out of Mariupol, and it's not looking good. But woo, what is that about? But I think that was the same harbor. Was this it? Yeah, this was it. Yeah, Berdiansk. Okay, this is what I was looking for. Sorry. Berdiansk, I guess. So the Ukrainians actually destroyed an entire ass landing ship over on Russian or over on the on one of their ports. And if you're thinking like, oh well, a landing boat, like what do you call like a Higgins boat, like, oh shit, a landing craft, fit a couple tanks. No, I've been on these landing craft, and you can fit, I forget how many vehicles we got onto this motherfucker. This was We had several Abrams tanks. I think a couple Hercules, like mobile vehicles. They lifted those fuckers on there with a crane and then drove them and parked them on this ship. And there was a lot of material on there, and they still had room for all of the. They still had room for some things to go with it. I don't think they carried ammunition with it, but we'll get to that later. So how do we know that it got exploded? Because we have video, and I'm gonna go ahead and refer again to our friends at the Funker 530 webpage. Maybe not, because I want to go to my other links that are not all the messed up shit. There we go. So they destroyed this ship. All right. This is how we know they destroyed this ship. I don't know if this is sped up, how much it is sped up, but this ship is getting the fuck out of Dodge, and the Ukrainians have sunk this whatever this ship and whatever material was on it. So it's a huge loss, and it's not like the Ukrainians or the Russians can come in and park another ship and just put one down. No, there's a burnt ass like husk of a ship right there where you had the other one in the harbor. So that has to be fucking removed at some point. You can't just put something right over it. They have to find a new landing position. So that takes away a lot of strategic advantage from the Russians and gives a big boost of morale to the Ukrainians. So you'd see, yeah, like this ship is getting the fuck out of Dodge. And you can see there's probably ammunition exploding all on this ship. I'm not 100% sure how, like, what I'm not 100% sure what they did to go ahead and to actually destroy the ship. I don't know if it was artillery. I don't know if they used a drone missile or if it was saboteurs, but I mean, that's a motherfucker. Like, this is a ship. This is a whole ass ship. It's gone to naval warfare. We've got this one out here that's actually on fire. So I'm guessing it had something to do with indirect fire, rockets, artillery, possibly drones. The Russians have been using suicide drones here and there, and suicide drones are kind of new to the battlefield, and they're scary as fuck. I will show some videos of battlefield drones at some time in the future, suicide drones in the future. That's at a point where we're gonna have the Discord open so that like people can, because it's really fucked up. It's psychological warfare. They scream in on you and then explode. Like, it's seriously, it's $200, $300 worth of materials that can kill an entire group of people, and you never know where the fuck it's coming from. Plus, you can put a fucking camera on it, fly it as an individual. But anyway, possibly what they could have used here, I'm not 100% sure. Kamikaze drones, yeah, 100%. Boom. Yeah. And yet, do keep in mind there are people in this conflict. So there were, and a ship like that takes, I'm not 100% sure, I would say at least 100 people would be on there. One of my supervisors spent more time on ships doing that stuff. I spent more time like in Kuwait because I wanted to stay away from. I just needed that separation because I worked and lived with the dude for a year. It was not. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't spend all your time with one person. It was ridiculous. But no, it's not to say that I don't like the guy or anything by any means. But he spent more time there, so I don't know exactly how many people would be on a ship. In my experience, it was I would say around 50 to 100 because we had a decent amount of soldiers in one of the videos that I did. They were doing training, so they were actually out in the water and everything like that. And they jumped off the boat, and we went out on the boat. And so yeah, there were people out in the water, probably 50 people in the water, but you had a bunch of people also running the ship as well. So it's I don't know, or a boat, I don't know, fucking whatever the fuck it was. Somebody will correct me. I don't know what the difference is. Yes, destroys Russian tanks and launchers. This is the one I'm looking for, actually. No, this is the one I'm looking for. Oh yeah, this is the one I'm looking for. All right. Let me see. No, it's definitely not. But it is one of them. All right. So anyway, so last time we were talking about let's see. Oh, that's what I wanted to. That's the other thing I wanted to fucking talk about. So last time we were talking about these ATGM, the anti-tank guided missiles, the what are they called? The NLAWs and the Javelins that the Ukrainians have been fucking devastating the Russian tanks with. Like any Russian armor that's come across these has just been fucking annihilated. So we're gonna watch this ambush here, and then we're gonna watch a video about what the again, why this is happening and what the difference is, and like why these tanks are just getting just decimated by these simple, just a rocket in a tube, basically. Very expensive rocket in a tube. So real quick, let's check this out. So this is actually kind of like a classic ambush, and it goes completely to shit. Now, on these tanks, these are tanks. I think I think this here is a BMP. I'm not sure what this is. They might be moving rockets. I don't know, but we got a couple tanks, a couple BMPs, and you're going to see exactly what happens as soon as the Ukrainians ambush. Just boom. Takes one hit. Just one guy sits up there, and here's what happened. What he did was he actually hit the second tank. And you're like, oh shit, well why not hit the first tank? Well, hitting the second tank cuts off this one from the rest of the column. So this one is actually a sitting duck, essentially. It would have to turn around and get behind this one in order to provide defense. It has to defend itself and try and get back to the rest of the column. The rest of the column has to try and catch up and get around this busted ass tank. Now, if there's people that are going to get out of this tank, which you're going to see, they're going to run. They're going to be in a panic. That's what a lot of these people do. You're going to see a lot of people running. And if you're wondering where they came from, they're sitting on these tanks. There's a lot of soldiers just sort of sitting on these tanks. getting a ride. So keep that in mind. So kaboom. Yeah, it looks... Yeah. So soldiers just jump off. Unfortunately, sorry for that. Didn't mean to. I didn't know that one was gonna be on there. And here's the turret of the tank that has popped off, and we're gonna get to why that's been happening here in a little bit. Another BMP that was destroyed. You got soldiers just taking off. Not 100% sure what's going on in this, but this column is completely stalled right here. Now, what these vehicles have done is herringbone. So they stopped. These two vehicles are providing fire. You just saw this tank just fired into the woods, and who knows what happened. But we've got the rest of the column coming up here, and this column has to hurry up and provide support for these motherfuckers trying to get forward. This tank's been hit. That little flare up is actually called cooking off, and what has happened is the ammunition has ignited and it just burns instead of exploding. So imagine the tank crew. That's all I'm saying. Oh man. Do. Alrighty. Yes. Thank you very much, Mango Jones. Always appreciated. All of this information can be found at the links dropped by Mango Jones here in the chat. Always appreciated. She's a peach. While you're clicking those links, click the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and well, share these videos around. Let's get more people in this channel so we can talk about this and get more information out and have some discussions in the future with panels. I mean, nah, we're not gonna do that. So I was talking about like cooking off, and last time we were talking about the not this one, that one. All right. We were talking about the ATGM law or N law, and all of these rocket propelled grenades is essentially what they are. They're RPGs. So whether it's a Panzerfaust, AT4, ATGM, they're all rocket propelled grenades. And was it History liked videos? I think it is. Yeah. And one of the biggest issues is they're hitting the armor or the ammunition. And this is exactly why these tanks are just, the turrets are being blown off of these tanks and just thrown into fields, and they're being destroyed left and right. So we're gonna watch this and then talk about
the
it.
Manual loading mechanism on the M1 Abrams tanks will not blow your mind.
Hang on 1 second. Let me turn that up. All right. Make sure it's not
the manual loading mechanism on the M1 Abrams tanks will not blow your mind, but it's not what you think. Majority of Russian tanks use an autoloader to load the main gun, which grabs the shells from an ammunition storage rack and loads it into the gun chamber. But American tanks, including M1 Abrams, continue to use a human loader. Some argue that a human loader is essential, as they can replace the driver or the gunner if needed, and also help with the maintenance around the tank. But another interesting reason has to do with safety. The most common autoloaders store their ammunition in the turret basket, but if the armor around the hull or the
that's cooking off again.
turret is penetrated by enemy fire, there's a possibility of a fatal explosion. But M1 Abrams stores their main gun ammunition in a compartment that is separated from the crew by a power-operated armored door, and that door is only open for a couple of seconds each time the human loader grabs another round. The ammunition compartment has blowout panels on its roof, so if the compartment is hit and the ammo explodes, the panels will vent out the explosion while protecting the crew inside the tank.
All right. So that kind of explains it. Obviously, those tanks that were getting hit were getting absolutely annihilated. But it's still that's essentially what's been happening. They've been destroying these tanks with with these small missiles just by the nature of the design of the tank and taking advantage of that by using these rockets and these RPGs that they're using are shape charges. They just punch through the armor. They destroy these. They fly over the top of the tank, which is generally the weakest part. You could go for the from the bottom, but there's usually more armor, and well, it's harder to get there. Sorry, but so that's why, that's one more reason that the Russians have been stalling so much, and it's breaking down morale, because just having that little bit of that one guy who can take out an entire tank, or a platoon that can take out an entire column of tanks and armored vehicles, is devastating, especially when they can do that, and then any stragglers they can clean up themselves, because they don't need to rely on other armor that's coming in, and they can use their other armor as backup to come in and actually do, some more of the mopping up of the armor, rather than and using the supporting infantry to mop up the individuals that are coming through. There's a couple more things I have. All right. Now we had a couple more videos that I wanted to show you. And these are going to bleed into something else that I want to talk about, and that's media coverage. But we'll get into that. That's going to be its whole own stream and everything like that. Okay, I just want to make sure she's still chilling in there. So we're gonna watch this video, and mind you, yeah, this is combat footage. This is coming from Funker530.com. So be forewarned. Yeah, this is trigger warning, all that good stuff. So this is just this is a tank that gets hit by another ATGM, anti-tank guided missile. It looks surreal, and just take a look at it if you are paying attention, if you're on your so just, it almost looks fake, but this is the reality. Like, this tank was just absolutely obliterated. It almost looks like it's from a damn video game, but this is real. This is 100% real shot. And I was saying last time, the Vietnam War was the first televised war, right? This is the first war in 4K. We're seeing all of this shit in the most high definition, and that's what it actually looks like. It just doesn't look real to us, because we have never seen war like this in such high definition. And we've never seen, a lot of the shit that we've, tested out being used on such a large scale, like these javelins and stuff like that. And this is another. This will show you, this video that we're gonna watch. It's gonna show you kind of how this works in practice. Like we were seeing with those tests, the missile flies over and it blows up above the tank in order to take advantage of destroying the ammunition and blowing the thing apart, cooking it off if it can. Worst case scenario. So this is a BTR 80, I think, is some kind of, let's see, BTR there it is, 80. All right, BTR 80. Yeah, it's an APC. It's an armored personnel carrier. So this is not a tank. This is a much smaller vehicle. Armored transporter. Yeah, it transports troops and equipment to and from. The equivalent for us would be what was it? The ASV, the armored security vehicle or armored support vehicle. Those things were big pieces of shit. It was the worst thing to get in and out of. And this thing, it's not the best. And this is an anti-tank weapon. So we saw it take out those like an actual heavily armored tank, those Armada tanks, what they're maybe using, I forget it, or it's more likely a like a T-72 or T-80 tank, I believe. I don't know if T-80 is the right one. Who knows? But someone correct me on it. I don't know my Russian tanks that well. But you kind of see the Javelin come in. And this is one thing. This video is actually kind of cool. I know it's fucked up, but there we go. You can see the shockwave, and that's kind of what I mean by this is the first war in 4K. You can see every little detail about what's going on here, and you see the boom. You can even see the electrical wires over here that got snipped because of this strike. And yeah, it just sort of sits there and burns for a while, and yeah. What is this? U.S. volunteer steals a 50 caliber machine gun from Russia. Fuck it, why not? Let's watch this.
It's been a crazy day, but I shit you not, I just stole a 50 caliber machine gun off of a tank, and I did it with a Leatherman. Given to me by Chuck from Connecticut. Peace, Chuck.
Fucking hell. That's a motherfucker right there. He just went over there to volunteer and fight shit. He's like, I'll steal 50 cal machine gun. Fuck me. All right. So, let me see. I'm only an hour and 18. I didn't really go through almost all of my stuff. All right, we got a couple more things here. Now we already watched that one. There it is. So this is a really interesting video that I would just want to share and watch. This is another anti-tank missile, but they're using it against a ship. Like this is some Call of Duty shit. Like I've never seen this. I mean, it's something that, you know, I might think of, but like on the battlefield, I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna see this. It's really, really hard to see, but they do hit the ship.
Попади, брат. Есть, сука! Пизда ему.
Yeah, it's really difficult to see, but they did hit the ship, and I don't know if it's sunk, but they got at least one hit. They do. They fire another one. I think they missed the second one. So he's gonna reset this, and this is what it is. It's on a tripod. And you, I guess you reload these rounds, and you can program them. And I think this looks like a fly-by-wire, maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but it could be fly-by-wire. If it is, that significantly reduces the amount of their range. But if it's not, then they might have a better chance to hit. But a little whistle before it goes off really fucks.
Он дальше уходит прямо. Блядь. Вправо он идет, видишь его?
Yeah, it looks like if you look at your screen, it kind of looks like this little white line out here is the sinking ship that they hit, whatever it was. This little bit, and this is a smoke screen for sure. So there's another boat ship that came by, and it provided a smoke screen so that they possibly couldn't see what was going on, but they have a little bit of a height advantage, so they're able to see. And I don't know if they were aiming at the other vessel or aiming or what, but they definitely they didn't hit it, I guess. So extremely impressive use of a weapon for an alternative use. So, all right. I feel like I had a couple other things. I do have a couple other things. A couple other things to talk about. But I am going to go ahead. I'm going to use the latrine. And do I do it? Yeah, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to use the latrine. Actually, no, I'm going to use the latrine. I'm going to go on patrol. I'll be right back. Just give me a couple minutes, and we'll get right back for just a little. Alrighty, folks. Perfect fucking timing. Thank you. That is Ali Dean, the human being, who provided the music. She has done a few more tracks recently. Sorry. Something on my butt. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's my tag. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry. The tag in my box is itching me. It's poking me. All right. Anyway. What was it? Oh, okay. Yeah. Ali Dean, the human being. Don't watch me dig in my butt. Alrighty. So the last couple things I want to talk about just real quick is we'll watch a couple silly videos, maybe a silly video or two. But the last thing I want to talk about is the nuclear option. We already know that the Russians have they're not adverse to using chemical weapons, so it's possible that they will, and possible that they already have used chemical weapons at some point. Regardless of what they may be, it's a whole nother level. It's a whole nother escalation of this war, because now you're starting to contaminate an area. You're starting to actually like try and maim civilians with these chemicals that they're horrific. They kill you in all sorts of disgusting, horrible ways. Nerve agents like VX, that if that's what they're using, and that'll just make you vomit your fucking blood out of your eyes or some shit like that. But there's always the nuclear option that they have. The Russians always have the nuclear option, and it's not like it's going to just be one that flies off. That's just going to start World War III. Everybody's going to get involved at that point. And it kind of leads into why I titled this Heat and Pressure. More heat, more pressure. Not only because of the thermobaric effects of the ATGMs and the javelins, and not thermobaric effects, the pressure effects, and the destructive effects. That's what I was trying to say. What's that? That's the word. It's there. Of the ATGMs and everything like that, but also because with this escalation, we've seen Putin has the proclivity to use thermobaric weapons, and these thermobaric weapons are extremely destructive. They're they can not only kill, but they can maim, and they'll destroy buildings and trap people inside of rubble and stuff like that. And they're far more destructive than conventional weapons, conventional explosives, like something like C4 or something like that. So hearing about this escalation is worrying. And as far as like the nuclear option, don't take it lightly. I would say my whole thing is I don't see Putin doing anything other than something like a tactical nuke, basically like what you would call maybe like a suitcase bomb, basically, and just something small within a small town or region, but then you run the risk of contaminating that region with radiation. The people of that region have to deal with that radiation for thousands of years. If they're able to go back, or if they want to go back. And once that radiation is detected, once a nuclear strike is actually detected, then everybody's going to get involved. And Putin is the kind of person to do this underhanded bullshit to actually, you know, try and blame it on the Ukrainians. Nobody's buying it at this point. The only people that are buying it are, you know, Putin's supporters, and, you know, even his troops, low ass morale isn't, you know, is with their low ass morale. I mean, they're not even really buying his bullshit at this point. So they don't know. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. As far as like ICBMs being launched, don't think about that. That takes a lot of more maintenance. That's a huge investment to launch an ICBM. What they would more likely do is, again, like either a suitcase bomb, or they would do something like an airstrike with because you can put it on a conventional bomb, a dumb bomb, or a smart bomb even, and drop a nuke on whatever target you would like, with the technology and the aircraft that we have. And the Russians definitely do have these aircraft. So that's more likely what would happen. It would be a single bomb in a bomber, and that would essentially open up, that hammer in the idea of we got to have a no-fly zone, and no-fly zone, as we discussed before, leads into basically World War III. And I don't think anybody wants that. I don't think anybody here wants to be drafted. I did my time. Kind of do it again. I don't know. The guy who was out there is like, I just stole 50 cal off the Russians. Seems pretty cool. I don't know. He might be a little fucked up in the head. But hey, we'll see. So when people bring up the nuclear option, just tell them to keep in mind like the implications of not only which type of munition they would use, when they would use it, but the effect it would have not only on the fact that not only the action itself would have, but spreading that fear of that action being a possibility does have. It should be a cause for concern, but it shouldn't be the biggest worry that you have. The biggest worry that you have should be, you know, the shitty economy that we have right now. It's probably the biggest worry that you should have. I don't think nuclear war is going to be on the table as soon as we think it is. Let's just say that. I hope it's not. I'm a lover, not a fighter. That's not what I hear. But other than that, if anybody has any weapons, if anybody has any questions, please go ahead and ask. Other than that, I think I'm going to sign off, and I will see you guys tomorrow night with Nova Ray. And she and I are going to go over some Thomas Sowell and maybe a little PragerU, probably some funny videos to cleanse it out or something like that. So please go ahead and put any questions in. I'm going to just turn on the music a little bit. Put any questions you might have, and then I'll keep this on for a little bit. I have weapons right now, but no questions. All right. I'm going to look for a video that we can watch. Here's a good one. So this one's actually kind of silly. So you got two Russian soldiers, pinned behind micro terrain wave to quadcopter drone. So this is a drone flying over, and you got these two guys in a foxhole, and they're straight up pinned down in, you know, permafrost, dug in, literally trying to get as low as possible into the ground. And well, they take it pretty lightly. I think this one guy over here, this guy over on the side, the guy in the green, I think he's like stabbing at the dirt trying to get a deeper hole. This dude's like Hey. He's probably telling the other guy, yo, you know, there's a fucking drone watching us. Be fucked, bro. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna watch yeah, we're not gonna watch any of this because I don't know what's gonna get flagged. Because this is all actual combat footage.
Так, еще один танк. Сегодня продолжается праздник нашего
Let's see what this is about.
Збройних сил. Другой танк
Jeez.
российский уходит в музей Поле чудес. В музей Поле чудес отправляется танк. Тут трошки его
Jeez,
подлатать, а так пушка главное работает.
So yeah, this tank got blowed the fuck up. I'm not 100% sure what it got hit with, but mate, nah, I don't know.
Да что выбросить?
Yeah, but there's no
Пулемет там снять.
there's no getting that thing moving.
Це був танк окупантів, а став танк визволителів, який зараз буде ось цією пушкою лупить по москалям.
This shit is wild. All right. So, yeah, it's probably a good idea. Yeah. Oh, it was a wounded Russian. Thought it was a Ukrainian. So we watched this video a while back. This is a wounded Russian, I guess, not a Ukrainian searching people. So, all right. You know, all that aside, thank you all for being here. I always appreciate it. I'm gonna find a video. Yeah, I got a funny video. I've shown it before for us to end out on. Thank you all for being here. Hit the like button. Go ahead, subscribe, share this video around. Thank you for showing up to the Backup Monitor channel and for listening to me give my view on this war and try and cover it as best I can. Please, again, share this around if you find it interesting. If I got anything wrong, please let me know. Ooh, I know we didn't do one thing. Oh shit. Mango's probably we got one thing. I think. Shut the fuck up. Oh, that's not good. Oh. Okay, let's try that. Wow, what is going on there? All right. What the fuck is this shit? All right. Well, I don't know what the fuck just happened to my computer, but it's going crazy. So I guess never mind. We got hacked by the Russians, bro. Hashtag Russian cyber attack, bro. Oh shit. All right. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. I can see that everything's actually like working on your guys' end, but it's not working on my end. I'm gonna take a screenshot if I can show you what I'm looking at. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. Let's see. Let's see if it shows up. Yeah. Damn. There's that much of a delay. Thought it was a lot less. Maybe slow down. Yeah. There you go. That's what I'm looking at, folks. So, I don't know what the fuck happened. I will have to see you guys later, and thank you all for coming by. Appreciate it. Take care, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you. I don't want to just leave the studio. I need to end the broadcast too. But we need to end on a good note. This note. Which one? That one? You don't want to end on that one. We'll end on this one. That's the one I want to end on. Peace out, folks.
Little fucking playwright, not yet little narcissism, a sight to unseen. I am unidentified, nothing else special, I'm here to die. It's your life all around them, a deep rock for humanity. I never met them and it gets all the fucking horror.